Hi, I'm Varnaz and welcome to Low Carb Keto Recipes and Having Fun. Today I have a super exciting recipe for you. I'm going to teach you today how to make kelp noodles without kelp, and these are keto, low carb and gluten free, and they're actual noodles, which I want to show you. This is the bag that you get. But I'm going to use molecular gastronomy to bring this recipe for you. It's quick, fast and easy, and I think you're going to love this one. So we're standing in my kitchen. Let's get cooking. So let's begin. You take a mixing bowl, and into that we are going to be adding 1.5 cups of room temperature water. To this, of course, I've put it into the blender, which I should have in the beginning. Now I'm going to add sodium alginate. This is part of molecular gastronomy. It has no carbs in it, and I'm putting in 1 tablespoon of that straight into the blender, and I'm going to give it a good blend. Sodium alginate is a salt. So now you'll see it reaches a thick consistency. Now, just to change the color into a little yellowish, I'm putting 1 or 2 drops of yellow food coloring, which is completely optional. So you can see the color changing right now. So that's all I put the food coloring for. You can completely omit it. Now give it again a really good mix. You'll see this viscous thick mixture. Put it into the mixing bowl now, and you'll see little bubbles on the surface. To reduce these bubbles, we are going to put this bowl into the refrigerator for about 1 to 2 hours. Now I'm taking another mixing bowl, and I'm going to put again room temperature water, and I'm going to be putting in 3.5 cups. So that is my 3rd cup which I'm putting in, and that's it, 3.5 cups of water in another mixing bowl. Now I'm going to use another salt, and it's called calcium lactate. Calcium lactate is again a salt, and it's got no carbs. 1 tablespoon of that into it and stir it well such that the calcium lactate completely dissolves, and you'll see the water becoming almost colorless again. So mix it in well. Okay, now comes the exciting part. Now I'm using a syringe. You can also use a squeezy bottle. So I have a molecular gastronomy set, so I'm using the syringe. Now, the mixture that came out of the refrigerator, you pull in as much or fill in your squeezy bottle, and do watch this step. It's the most important, and we are going to watch magic happening. So in a thin stream, keep pushing it down, and keep stirring the water. Of course, can you see that? We've got noodles. I'll show you another batch. Start stirring the water, and slowly with the other hand, keep pushing down the syringe in a thin stream. And look at that beautiful, stunning noodles that we've got. Now, I'm going to also show you how to store these and how to use them when they're ready. Now, in this box, this is a previous batch I had made. They become a bit crisp. Now, the strands are going to be really long, so I'm taking a scissor and I'm just chopping them up. Just don't worry about it. Just vaguely chop them up as much as you want. Now, I'm going to put it into that box that I just opened, which had a previous batch. But this calcium lactate solution must always be along with the noodles when you store it in the refrigerator. And I'm going to show you also when you pull it out how you're going to be using it. So in it goes along with a few tablespoons of the same calcium lactate solution. So I already have some lying in the box, but just to show you, I'm adding in 3-4 more tablespoons. Don't worry about the amount, just so that the noodles kind of are soaked in it. Maybe 7-8 tablespoons of the calcium lactate. Now, this I'm showing you is when you want the noodles to look white in color. All I did was, in the sodium alginate mixture, I added 1 tablespoon of almond milk. So can you see the difference in color? So this becomes spaghetti, which is so exciting, your white spaghetti. So again you will use this, put this into the box along with the calcium lactate, and that's how you're going to store it. Now next phase, I'm going to show you how to use this. I also must tell you that I got this recipe after checking out molecular gastronomy and a very old video of 2 gentlemen trying it in a lab. So I was quite excited with that. Now I'm showing you 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and maybe half a tablespoon of baking soda. You take you'll see they'll be a bit crisp. You just, as much as you need, you're going to pull it out and mix it in with the lemon juice and baking soda. Immediately, in 3 seconds, they'll become completely soft and pliable. Now, when you want to use it, you're going to wash them out with water. And that's why this video is a bit long. So I'm sorry about that. And now you're going to cook them like this. So thanks for watching. Bye then.